Hello and welcome to another lecture on a new kind of Python collection, which is called tuple. So, what is now a tuple? Well, a tuple is just a collection of objects which is in order and immutable. In other words, the elements inside a tuple cannot be changed once they have been assigned, and they are also used to store multiple items in a single variable, just as we did earlier using the Python list. So therefore, let's try to understand tuples in Python deeply, and let's see its application, use cases, and how they are different from the Python list we've discussed in the previous lecture. So to create a tuple, I can create a variable called tuple1, then assign the equal to. And however, a tuple in Python is quite similar to a list we did earlier, but this time around, a tuple is created by placing all the elements inside parentheses. So I can give it a value, let's say 5. So to add another element, we separate them with a comma, and I can also add another value 10. However, a tuple can have n number of elements which could also be of different data type. In other words, it can contain data types such as integers, float, and even strings. So I can add in the string Softlinks, and finally a float value, which I'm gonna say 4.5. So when I print the value of our tuple, which is tuple1, and then run the code, then we see our tuple in the console. But let's actually check to see the type of this variable. And when I rerun the program, then we see that it belongs to the class tuple. So to access the element inside a tuple, we say tuple1. Then, just like the Python list, we use the square bracket and then pass in the index, which I'm gonna say 1. And when I print the value and also run the code, then the second element inside our tuple got printed out on the console, which is 10. And when I also pass in another index, let's say 5, and rerun the code once again, then we get an index error, tuple index out of range. So as I mentioned earlier, this is because we are trying to select an item beyond the length of our tuple. So now, let's actually check out some of the few methods associated with tuples. So I can erase my square bracket here and then use the dot notation. So let's use the index method. However, we actually use the index function to find a particular value inside the tuple, and then in return we get the index or the position of that given value from our tuple. So in between the parentheses, I can pass the value 4.5, and when I run the code, then we see that we get the index value of 3 as the position of the 4.5 from our tuple. Another function is also the .count method. So the count method returns the occurrence of a specified value in our tuple. So I can give the value 10, and when I run the code, then we see that the value 10 appears once in our tuple. So let me actually introduce you to something even cooler when working with tuples. The thing is, we can actually change the data type of a tuple in Python. In other words, we can convert this tuple here into a Python list. So to illustrate, I'm gonna say list, then in between the parentheses, I'm gonna pass in the variable tuple1. And I can also set the whole thing to a variable, tuple to list. Then finally, I'm going to print my tuple to list variable. And when I run the code, then you see that we get back a Python list. And when we check the type of this variable, we also see that it belongs to the class list, which is pretty awesome, right? So, however, the same principle with the tuple, we can also change the data type of Python list into a tuple. So, let's see how. I'm going to create a list of numbers called num and set its value to square brackets 1, comma, 2, and then 3. Then I'm going to say list tuple is equal to tuple, then parentheses, and then pass in my num variable. Then finally, let's say print parentheses, then give my list tuple variable. And when I run the code, then we see our list has now been printed out as a tuple. And when we say type and rerun the code, then we see it's of class tuple. So we've come to the end of this tutorial regarding tuples in Python. And you learned how tuples are immutable and also saw how it stores multiple data types like floats, integers, and strings. And finally, how we converted a Python list into a tuple, also converting a tuple into a Python list. So in the next lecture, we're going to be looking at conditional statements in Python. I'll see you in the next lecture. Take care.